one fought them both. Like, what are the differences between them?
Canelo's strong and he's easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. So really, that's the difference. And they both hit hard.
When you say, I want Canelo, is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
It's a big boy, he's strong. It's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like, yes man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Magic.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about
the prospect of a fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez has long been a topic of heated debate among boxing enthusiasts. While Canelo has firmly established himself as one of the sport's best, dominating in multiple weight classes, there is a growing belief that Crawford's skill set could prove too much for the Mexican superstar. With his unorthodox style, exceptional footwork, and ability to adapt to any opponent, Crawford has already shown that he can dismantle some of the best fighters in the world. Terence
the best fighter in the world.
We can't put Tank up there in the top 10 in pound for pound. He has to be somewhere in pound for pound. And Canelo done something that is amazing when Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion. Something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So,
Crawford, often referred to as Bud, is widely regarded as one of the best pound-for-pound boxers in the world. His technical prowess, versatility, and ability to adapt to different styles make him a formidable opponent. Crawford boasts an impressive professional record of 40-0, showcasing his dominance in the welterweight division. Canelo Alvarez, on the other hand, is a dominant force in the super middleweight division with a professional record of 62-2-2. Canelo has proven his ability to excel in higher weight classes, and his power, agility, and experience make him a tough opponent for anyone. Canelo's resume includes victories over some of the biggest names in the sport, and his ability to compete across various weight classes is a testament to his versatility and skill. Canelo's power, particularly in the super middleweight division, is a key factor in his dominance. His ability to deliver devastating punches and absorb incoming shots makes him a formidable opponent. In addition to his power, Canelo's agility and ring intelligence set him apart.
Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time, power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, he's been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys.
When he Canelo, and he was like standing right in front of Canelo, and Canelo's just whiffing, it was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight, when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he Danny Jacobs, and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing. That's all what
his head movement, defensive skills, and ability to counterpunch with precision make him a well-rounded fighter. Canelo's experience against elite-level competition has sharpened his ability to adapt and strategize in the ring. His recent victory over
Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him, because you know, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No, I think it's tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult fight.
Canelo is beating these guys with all 5 layers of defense. Number 1, feet. Number 2, elbows, hands, shoulders, and the mind. This is exactly how both of those guys got to the highest level of boxing supremacy. Canelo Alvarez means to the Mexican fans what Floyd Money Mayweather meant for black people. 50 wins in boxing, no losses, no
Edgar
draws.
Berlanga in the super middleweight division further solidifies his status as a top-tier fighter. Edgar Berlanga has shared his thoughts on a potential matchup between Canelo and Terence Crawford. Berlanga emphasized the unpredictability of boxing, acknowledging that anything can happen in the ring. He praised Crawford's skill set and ring intelligence, stating that Crawford's abilities allow him to match up against anyone and potentially...
I'll say he is the hardest, for sure. One of the fighters that hit very hard was Angulo. You know, he's a Cuban guy and he punched very hard too, so I'll say both of them are like the same, but you know, with Canelo, I was just mentally ready for his shots. You know, I already told myself, I know I'm gonna get hit. I know I'm gonna get hit on my chin, but it's, you know, I gotta bite down on my mouthpiece and push. You know, and look what happened in the third round. I got hit with a left hook. We'd be practicing in camp the whole time, you know, keeping my right hand to my chin, and I wound up just moving, and he connected right on my chin. And you see how I punched my glove, you know, that's like a thing for me when my last time when I got dropped, I was punching my gloves, 'cause I'm like, damn, I got hit with a shot. I'm not supposed to be on the floor. But, you know, it comes with boxing. You know, the greats done got dropped, you know, got hurt. But it's about how you come back and respond.
Of the world, Mexico versus Puerto Rico, Saul Canelo Alvarez versus the chosen one, Edgar Berlanga.
Outperform his opponents. However, Berlanga pointed out that the one factor in Canelo's favor is his size and weight advantage, which could play a significant role in the fight. Former world champion Demetrius Andrade believes that while Crawford is an exceptional fighter, Canelo's size and experience in higher weight classes give him the edge. Andrade predicts that Crawford may struggle with Canelo's power and agility. David Benavidez, another top contender, shares a similar sentiment.
Terence Crawford wants to fight Canelo. Yeah. Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, you know, that, you know, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that favor Canelo is that, you know, is his weight. Yeah. And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Crawford is a legend.
Benavidez praised Crawford's technique, but expressed doubts about whether his power would translate to higher weight classes. He believes Crawford would need to move up 2 more weight divisions to face Canelo, which could present a significant challenge. Benavidez believes that, in order to face Canelo, Crawford would need to move up 2 additional weight classes. He emphasized the importance of respecting weight divisions. Despite Crawford's unique talents, Benavidez gave Canelo the edge in a hypothetical fight, citing the challenges that come with stepping up in weight. Benavidez himself has long been a contender in the 168 lb division, and while he's considered a potential threat to Canelo, a fight between the two has yet to materialize. One of the biggest challenges for Crawford would be moving up 2 weight classes to face Canelo. Crawford fought at 154 lbs in his last bout, defeating Israel Madrimov by decision. However, the jump to super middleweight would require him to face even bigger and stronger opponents. Despite the challenges, Crawford's versatility and adaptability could...
I can't really say nothing about that. If that's what he wants to do, then that's what he's going to do. Canelo is a man that he does anything he wants to do. I don't think really what people say affects him. But I feel like the people, they want to see David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. It's the biggest fight to make happen, and I feel like I'm the biggest threat to him.
His ability to switch stances and use both hands effectively makes him unpredictable and hard to counter. Crawford's footwork and ring IQ are also exceptional, enabling him to control the pace and distance of the fight. Canelo's power and experience in higher weight classes cannot be underestimated. His ability to absorb shots and deliver powerful counterpunches makes him a dangerous opponent. Canelo's agility and movement in the ring further enhance his skill set, making him a well-rounded fighter. Having recently moved up to 154 lbs, Crawford won the WBO interim super welterweight title, but seemed to lack the same power he displayed at 147 lbs.
I'm the face of boxing.
Crawford wanted a payday, but Crawford didn't do good at 54. When I talk to people, they all tell me you would have knocked him out at 68.
Well, he knows now. He experimented the 154 and he knows. Maybe he do in 168 for that.
However, moving up to super middleweight to face Canelo would be a significant leap. The Challenges of this transition include adjusting to the increased power and physicality of opponents in the higher weight division. While Crawford's technique and skill are exceptional,
Look up the definition of boxing. Please, look up the definition of boxing. The martial arts of boxing, and then come back with your opinion. Because boxing is not all about knocking somebody out. Yes, that's part of it. That can happen, but boxing is a sport where you can outpoint somebody too. That's why they go to the scorecard.
I appreciate that take, bro. That's real educated, man, real thoughtful. But you ain't had a decision in a long time, bro. You known for like being a great finisher. So I appreciate that. But that ain't how you
remain
move.
About whether his power and durability will effectively translate to super middleweight. If the fight were to materialize, Crawford's adaptability would be a key factor. His ability to switch stances, adjust his game plan on the fly, and use his speed to outmaneuver opponents could give him an advantage in the early rounds. Crawford's defensive skills and ring IQ would also be crucial in avoiding Canelo's powerful punches and setting up his own counters. If this fight comes to fruition, it could be one of the most thrilling showdowns in recent boxing history. Both fighters are undisputed champions in their respective divisions, showcasing contrasting styles and magnetic personalities that have captivated fans worldwide. While Crawford's technical skills and versatility make him a formidable opponent, the challenge of moving up 2 weight classes and facing Canelo's power and experience cannot be overlooked. Analysts and former champions believe Canelo holds the edge due to his size and experience at higher weight classes. However, Crawford's adaptability and ring IQ could make for an exciting and competitive fight. What are your thoughts on this potential matchup? Do you think Crawford can overcome the challenge and defeat Canelo?
This for all the nut huggers, the bud nut huggers, the bud butt buddies. You see that? You see that? We see that. You understand me? You see what that say? Jamel Charlo what is the WBA junior middleweight champion in recess. Jamel Charlo is the WBC junior middleweight champion in recess. Nah, man. Virgil Ortiz Jr. is the WBC interim junior middleweight champion. Nah, man. So make it make sense. People gotta make it make sense. Charlo's still a big dog there. Yeah, that's my camera behind me. Charlo's still a big dog there. So a lot of people need to get their facts straight. Understand? Opinions don't matter. It's all facts. No opinions. Sport podcast. And I'm always gonna bring you the real, never the fake, and I'm never laying on the news. You hear me? Get at me, man. Dollar.
What's up, everybody? I want to give a big shout out to Snack for always supporting and helping me out with this previous fight. Snack strong.